This segment is sponsored by Strategic Wealth Designers. Most people plan for retirement the wrong way, but it's not their fault. So here to break down the basics of retirement planning the way it should have been explained all along is Thomas Riley, a senior financial advisor at Strategic Wealth Designers. Welcome back to Great Day Washington.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Of course. All right, quick question for you. When it comes to retirement planning, what is something that we're overlooking that maybe causes stress down the road?
Yeah, I think the big thing that a lot of people overlook is when you go into retirement, you stop getting that paycheck every 2 weeks. And so you got to figure out where that money is going to be coming from in the future. And there's different sources between Social Security. You're also going to have things like some of us have pensions. A lot of people don't have pensions. And so thinking about, where that income is going to be coming from in the future. And for a lot of people, it's going to be investments, Social Security, but thinking that through can help a lot.
Yeah. All right. What about for couples that don't exactly see eye to eye on money? That's kind of frequent, right? What do you say to them?
Yeah, having a money conversation can sometimes be a little bit uncomfortable. I've been married for 10 years and not always, every conversation, easy conversation around
Right.
it. But the biggest thing is being open and honest. So if you can sit down and share, what your goals are together, lots of times that will kind of open up that conversation there. So I would just advise to sit down and have an open, honest conversation around it.
That's a good point. I've been married 20 years and we've had lots of conversations.
I bet.
It's important.
It is
You got to
important.
keep having those money conversations.
Yeah.
Now, what about day-to-day expenses, right? We've got the grocery bills, the cell phone bills, which are so expensive, everything else. People seem to stress more about those day-to-day bills than they do like the stock market, right?
100%, and that's actually really common. So if you kind of think about, a lot of people in their 401ks, they don't think about that money in the market, kind of think about it's out of sight, out of mind there. But if you have those credit card bills each month, your utilities there, so it's pretty common, and I would say it's not always easy to have a budget, but lots of times if you can have at least a rough budget of what you're spending each month on those expenses, it can take some of that stress off your shoulders too.
Yeah, we need those spreadsheets.
You
My
need those
husband
spreadsheets.
loves
That's
that spreadsheet.
I love spreadsheets too. Not everyone does, but they
I
can
know.
be nice.
It's
Yes.
important though, and
It
it's
is important.
helpful. What is one small step people can take right now as they start to think about their retirements?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just getting more education. And so, if you're unsure what the future holds, you can get more education around it. I teach a retirement class at Georgetown and George Mason a couple times each month where we jump into all topics retirement planning there. So if you're looking for more education, you can join our class. You can always do things on YouTube. But I think that's one of the biggest things people can do to make themselves feel more confident going into retirement.
Yeah, when they come to a class, they can ask questions.
Yes,
as
it's
opposed
open,
to just
yes,
watching.
it's open forum. So you
Yeah.
have questions, anything on your mind, they can do that, and then you can always sit down and talk with me afterwards as well.
That's fantastic. A great
Yeah.
value. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. For more in-depth retirement education, visit retirementplanninguniversity.com to sign up for classes happening in the DMV every month.